What's up, agents? Zero here. Welcome back to another Minecraft investigations video, and today I'm going to be reading to you guys a creepypasta story I found regarding a supposedly infamous creepypasta seed known as Blood.exe, and the actual story itself is called Footsteps on Blood.exe World. And I decided to go ahead and read through the entire thing before I start recording to see if this is something that would be interesting enough for an investigations video, and I can firmly say that is definitely an interesting read. The thing that caught my attention the most about this is the fact that it says supposedly this takes place on MCPE, which is obviously the version of the game that I do end up playing. I realize that people don't actually call it MCPE anymore. It is now technically Bedrock Edition because first off, it is actually not just on phones anymore. But regardless of that, I am still technically playing on the proper version of the game regardless. So I could technically, if I were actually on the Blood.exe World, which I'm actually not at the moment, there is a chance I could potentially find it. So speaking of that, if you guys actually want me to go ahead and investigate this and actually get onto the Blood.exe World and see if any of this is actually legitimately true, then go ahead and let me know. Down in the description will be a link to the actual creepypasta I'm going to be reading to you guys, so if you want to read along with me, you're more than welcome to do so. However, I will be omitting certain things, and I will be doing my absolute best to try to correct any typos that I run across, so do keep this in mind. But other than that, let me go ahead and read this out to you guys. So I watched a YouTube video about a seed called Blood.exe. I'm currently working on having a YouTube channel on my own. Decided to try this out for myself and record it. On the seed, supposedly on the 6th day, all the water turns to blood and it spawns an entity called the Blood Man. I started recording, created the world, put the seed in, and named this world It's Raining Blood. I built myself a nice house in creative since I didn't plan on keeping this world long. It looked like a birthday cake, as I realized my birthday was approaching and this video wouldn't be uploaded until after my birthday. As soon as my house was finished, I put myself back into survival and, well, survived. On the 6th day, I discovered 2 witch huts and looted them. It was a good day. The water was still blue. I went back home, ended the video, and slept in Minecraft. When I woke up, I started a new video. 7 is my favorite number, so I was excited for the 7th day in MCPE. I went out to explore some more and found a cave. I discovered I had plenty of torches and food. I ventured inside. I found a dead end with some coal in the corner. I mined the coal and found another tunnel behind it. I thought this was odd, almost like someone had put the coal down to lure me deeper into the cave. I've always had dark thoughts and a vivid imagination, so I just pushed that suspicion aside. The same thing happened with dead ends twice. I came across some random water. I remembered with a shiver that if the creepypasta was true, this water would be blood. I dried the water and continued on. The cave was very creepy. It felt like I was being watched. I didn't say anything about my anxiety in the video though, because I had convinced myself that it was my imagination acting up again. And I eventually found some iron to the right of me in the wall. I mined it, and realized that it was in a very weird formation. Not anything terrifying, but I had formed a small tunnel in the wall that turned to the left for about 2 blocks. I noticed that the Minecraft music had stopped. I stood there, trying to come up with something witty to say to lighten the mood. I only sat there in eerie silence. I then heard a single footstep against stone. I shakily put the speaker up to my ear to find out if I heard it correctly, and then I heard something like choking or some kind of animal. I was really creeped out by now, and I was shaking. I didn't think anything would happen. Nothing creepy ever really happened to me when I tried these things out. I started having flashbacks to the time where I explored the Boogeyman seed. In the caves on the Boogeyman seed, I felt a creepy presence in the caves and found formations that were 1 block away from being a cross everywhere. The seed also had odd and deformed terrain. I even found a floating mini cave on that seed. I heard more footsteps. They gradually got faster and louder. I stood in the tunnel, frozen in fear. I realized I had dug myself a trap. Whatever was walking could easily step in front of the tunnel I had made and block my exit. When I pulled myself together a bit, I started to pace back and forth in sheer instinct, anxiety, and fear. I then thought I saw a faded shadow next to a distant torch. I freaked out and quit the game right then. I tried to explain what I thought I had witnessed in the video, but I was hyperventilating a little and really freaked out. I ended the video and tried to calm myself down. I had never been so scared in my life. Remember, I wasn't expecting anything to happen. I don't get scared easily, and this terrified me. I stopped playing Minecraft for a few days. When I tried to get back on and load a different world, the game simply refused to load it. The loading screen was missing the progress bar and the piece of advice, and simply didn't do anything. I closed all the tabs on my device. I restarted my device. I deleted other apps and pieces of junk on my device that I didn't need. I reconnected to the Wi-Fi, but the game would not load any of my worlds. Any of them. Well, except for the Blood.exe World. I don't want to know if it works or not, honestly. If anyone wants to play that seed on MCPE, I advise not to play past the 6th day or to go deep in any caves. Before the sun sets on the 6th day, exit the world and delete it. I don't want anyone experiencing what I experienced. Yeah, so like I said at the start, I thought this was a pretty interesting story, all things considered. And again, like I said, it's on MCPE, so while I can't relate to this, at the very least I am technically on the right version of the game. So that does kind of make me a little bit nervous. I am not gonna lie, because if I saw something like that, I honestly don't know if I would have the same reaction or not. And mainly, it doesn't really take. I don't really get scared too easily. I will be honest about that, especially if it's inside of the game, because I 100% understand that it's a game. But obviously, according to the person who wrote this story, that isn't actually the case, or at least that's not what I'm getting off of it. But yeah, definitely an interesting story. And like I said, if you guys actually want me to go ahead and check out this supposed Blood.exe World and see how much of this is actually legitimately true, then go ahead and let me know. But other than that, this is actually where I'm going to go ahead and end off the video. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed. If you did, make sure that like button. One more, to make sure that subscribe button for future content. Also, you can follow me on Twitter at AgentCPU0 to stay updated. This has been Zero Stews. Thank you guys for watching, and with that, I'll see you guys later.